My weapons of choice. Hi everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to be doing some more scroll and scribble. It's a lot of fun. If you've never scrolled and scribble with me, it's very easy. We basically just scroll through a pre-selected list of images and I stop on a random picture, and no matter what it is, we draw it out, and then I usually fill up a full 2-page spread with all the random pictures that I get. It's a lot of fun, and it's just a good way to stop endlessly scrolling and searching for the perfect picture and just pick something and go with it. Today I'm going to be using my absolute favorite thing to sketch and paint with, which is Neocolor IIs and Stabilo Woodys. And I have links down below if you're curious about any of my favorite art materials that I use. I do put the picture right over here, so if you want to scribble along with me, you're welcome to. All right, so if you're ready to get scribbling, let's get in here and just fill up a page. All right, here we are at the top of the list. And I'm going to put my cursor on this side to start with, and whatever lands there first is what we will do. So let's scroll. And stop. Oh, wow. All right, this looks like a fun little house to sketch. I want to start with the porch, but the porch is like closer to you. So I think if I draw the actual like building like this. Okay, something like that. Window here. So door goes up pretty high. There's another tiny window here. And then we can put the porch out like in front of it. And we're dealing with perspective. So we got a wall. We got a wall that goes that way. So let's draw it that way. And then this goes back. So let's draw it back. All right, and then connect it. Wow, I think I'm doing a really good job this time. All right, there's another door back here, and it's kind of level with this. The top is like just, all right, so we're just gonna do that. Sometimes I plan a little bit too much. Oh, and this comes back, so we gotta actually end it here. And I think it's a little bit off, I think, but not enough to really care about. So we'll bring the porch down now. We're not gonna bring it out too much. But we do come away this way, and then there's a post, and then this cuts back a bit, so we'll just kind of cut it back a bit like that. Cool. And then we got some little legs there, little leg there, some steps coming down that. Okay, all right, the boring part's almost over, and then we get to like color in the house. So do that. This is like the bottom, and there's like a little fencing, a little swoop out thing, and a swoop out thing. Oh, and another one here. And they just got. Wow, this house has a lot more detail than I realized. Get the little edge piece, and this part sticks out, and then there's a little edge piece. So let's go over there. And then over there. And I'm just gonna color this part in so we don't get confused later. This kind of disappears back this way. Something like that. I don't know. And I think this window is like, there's no porch under this window. I thought the balcony came like all the way over, but I don't think it actually does. Go out almost to the edge, I think, and then down. And we'll just do some regular old posts. Okay. And then this roof part comes over like this. Goes bloop all the way like halfway over, and then it comes down. Got some like scallopy stuff. And I think there's actually like a wall over here. Did I do all right? I think I did okay. All right, let's color this thing in. Some like dirty brown. I think I need to make the door and the window a little taller, so I'll just take the wall color all the way up. Ah, there's some wood. So we messed this up, but that's okay. We got some like wood paneling that goes all the way across, and then it comes back this way. Do a little frame around this window. It's looking a bit like a mess, but I think we're still all right. Oop, messed up a little bit. Maybe I can go back over this. Just go back over it. What do we think? I really like how this is looking. Even though I've kind of messed up a few things on it, it's adding character, and there's a lot of character in this house already. So I think I actually did this the wrong way. I think this needs to go down. Maybe I can bring this up. Make it your own, you know? Don't be afraid to make it your own. It's good to practice accuracy, but it's probably even more helpful to practice doing your own thing. Don't be afraid to give things more character. I'm gonna add these chairs in before I color all this stuff in. And the chairs don't make sense where they're at on the porch. They've like blocked off this door with a chair. So like I'm thinking of, maybe I won't add the white chair. Maybe I'll just do a black chair and a black chair. I think that'll probably look better. So let's just kind of fake a chair. This is my porch now. This is my porch. My porch only has 2 black chairs. Not too bad. And the arm kind of goes into the leg. Another arm there. It's kind of right, it's kind of wrong. But I think you can tell it's a chair, right? Bright red pillow in here. Redraw this arm. Yeah, I think that'll work. Now I can color all this in. I think that looks pretty good. I'm gonna make this door the same color as this bottom part, as if they were both colored this color at one point in their life. Let's add a bit of blue. It looks like the underneath side is blue. And then this comes down. And I think there is a chair sitting up here, but I am 100% not gonna do the chair. This is a really fun one. Did I mess that up? I don't know. I'm kind of like doing my own thing now and less looking at the picture. So I might be messing some stuff up, but we're just gonna keep rolling with it. Pretend like we know what we're doing. Kind of adding some shadows in here so you can tell this goes underneath. What are we missing here? I feel like something's missing. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. I stopped and looked at it and it looks so cute. Okay, that makes me feel a lot better about it. I was starting to think like, what have I done? Did I mess something up? Guys, I think this is the best house I've ever done. It's just so cute. I don't know. I mean, okay, so when I did my oil pastel, my 2-minute oil pastel video, and I had all my wonky houses, there was definitely one of those in there that I really, really liked that I did. But I think this is a close second for me. I love all the randomness. We got some weird things going on here that don't make a lot of sense. Maybe I should just maybe I'll just bring this down to make more sense. How about that? Did that make it? I think that helped. Yeah, I think that helped a lot. Oh, now I'm finding things. I want to keep adding, but I'm gonna stop, okay? I just think I forgot to do like all the shadows underneath, so it looks, you know, like it's up off the ground. But that's really good. A year ago, this would not look like this. This would be a huge mess. All right, that was a good first one. We got a lot of real estate here. Let's scroll again, see what we're gonna get next. All right, we're back up at the top, and this time I'm gonna put my cursor on this side, and we'll scroll this side. And stop. Okay. That's gonna make things interesting. All right, you already know. You already know where I want to put it. His beak's gonna go right here. Something like that. And we got a nostril and a nostril. Okay, bird beak done. He's probably gonna run off the page, but there's the top of his head. Something like that. The eyes are kind of down here, I think. There's his eyebrow part. Uh-oh, coming behind the house. Should I go in front of the house? I could probably go in front of the house. This is dark. We'll just cover up the house a little bit. His cheek here and here. His neck comes in and goes down. Not ostriches. I called it an ostrich. Peacocks. Peacocks have long necks, so I think we'll be all right. That it's longer than the picture. Here we go. Haha. And we got all these feathers. I want to get his top side feathers. Get some of the stuff. And then we got one here and one here. Just one here. Maybe one there. And a bunch here. Okay. He's got brown eyeballs. Something like that. Let's turn him this way. That might help. Okay. Bring this eyeball down. Super cute and grumpy. Green up in here. And some green down in here. What a fun bird. Oh, he's so cute. Okay, his beak needs to be a little bit darker. Darken his eyes up a little bit. I think they're too bright and vivid. There we go. I think that looks better. I can try to do some eye shines. It's pretty thick right here. There we go. He looks amazing. I love him. I love him so much. I'm glad I tried to do a little shine, because even though it's not bright white, it definitely adds a roundness, you know, a glassy roundness to his eyes. Peacocks are so fun. They have all like the cool colors, and I like mixing all the greens and blues together. What a fun page. I'm glad I decided to go over top of the porch. For a minute there, I was like, oh no, I'm gonna have to go behind, but it makes way more sense because he's up close that he wouldn't be behind the porch. These are like little things that like you don't really think about when you're going until you think about it and you're like, oh, duh, I don't need to go behind something that I'm in front of. I love this page so far. Let's scroll again. We got a nice space here and a nice space here. So let's see what we're gonna get next. All right, this time we're gonna put the cursor right down here and we're gonna scroll, scroll, scroll. And stop. A big pink bow. I am in love with this page so far. Perfect spot for a big pink bow. The hardest part is gonna be finding all my pinks. Surely with all these we can find the right pink, and already I can tell this purple is not going to be the right color pink. Yeah, my weapons of choice. I almost don't know where to start with this thing. Do we start in the middle and work our way out, or do we start on the outside and then go in? Let's just start with the bottom and make kind of a triangle-y, way too big of a triangle-y, so we'll kind of bring it down like that. And then we got one that shoots out this way and one that shoots out that way, flat on the tips. Like that. And this part's rounded, so it should probably come over a bit more. But in between, we got one here. It goes like that, and that curves around like that. And hopefully this looks better once I put all the dark shadows in, because it looks a bit odd. One that curls that way comes down over with the thing, that. This one comes over, down, and then has a loop and comes down. That one might be a little small. Let's make him come over here. This bow is gonna be all kind of weird. Okay, we're doing good. We're doing good. One in the background, goes like that. Like that. Comes out like that. One that points up. And we'll try not to hit the porch. Alright, and there's that with a cone shape. And there's one underneath it. Right behind here. Underneath bit showing. Cones that way. Pew, pew. What do we think about it? It looks like a mess, but we'll fix it. We can fix it. Yes, we can. Fix it with all the shiny bits. And then we'll connect everything with the shadow parts. See, already it looks better. This part, I think, is supposed to go, I think I was like worried about hitting the porch. Maybe I'll just make it taller. How about that? All right, let's add some more pinks in here. Should we do the shadowy bits first? Let's try doing the light pink first, because we can always add a darker, but once you add the dark on there, you can't really go away from the dark. I think we're looking more like a bow, for sure. Let's use this and see. I think that'll do just fine. Try to get all the bits that I know are super dark. There it is, there's one right here. Let me color this one so that I don't forget about it. I think it's a little, it looks a little squished. You know, it looks like it's been on a couple of presents and it got a little squished. My dog's having a dream. Really just trying to get it to look less flat, like it's been stomped on. I think it looks all right. I think that's as good as I can probably get it. Definitely looks less squished than before. Still not 100% not squished. All right, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done trying to make that any darker. It's okay. I think it's a, you know, it's a little overdone. I layered it up really, really thick. I think it's okay. It only looks half squished on now. I think that's a win, right? Per usual, when you zoom out, it doesn't look so bad. Cool, I'm happy with it. Let's scroll one more time, see what we're gonna get. All right, last time. Let's put the cursor right over here and scroll and stop. A big old green chair. Just what this page was missing. I'm gonna put it here, but I'm gonna put it like really big. So I'll probably lose this arm of the chair, but we'll have this arm. I think I'm gonna reverse draw this. So I'm gonna fill in the green part and then draw around it with the wood. So there's the bottom of the chair. Bottom of the chair, cushion. And then this part goes up and kind of curves around. Let me mark the knees of the chair, here and here, because that's kind of like the widest part. And then there's the middle. So the top of the chair is going to be like right here. That's as wide, I think, as the chair needs to go. Like that. And then we fill this part in and around like that. Is that right? I think that's right. So all of this is dark. This comes up and it goes wide like that. And maybe this part comes out a little bit more, I think. I think that's about right. I think the wood is gonna make it thicker up top. Because right now this kind of looks a bit squished. I think that's right. Got some little buttons right there. All right, we got a button in the middle. There, here, 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 3, and 2. And we can probably do like there's like little creases. I think the hard part is done. Make it look a little bit more rounded, add some more shadows. Now we can add all the fancy stuff. And it kind of comes up and down, and up and down. Do a line across to the other side. Try to do like a little ball thing there. But I think for the most part, they're gonna go off the page. Trying to find like the darkest. Oh, broke my Neocolor. Pushing down way too hard, but that's all right. What was I saying? I'm trying to do the darkest parts, which is why I pressed down really hard and snapped it. This was way easier than I thought it was going to be. I think it was easier because I'm doing it behind him. Because a lot of times it's easy to get like one half correct, but then the other half is where it gets a little weird. And since I didn't have to do this half of it, I think I was able to get it looking better than if this wasn't here and I was just trying to do it symmetrical, you know? And I can't really see what's happening up top here. So I'm just gonna kind of do a weird design on that. Make a little bit of sense. Actually, I want to bring this up a bit. Make it really stand out, even though I think the picture doesn't have it quite so big. Yeah, I like mine better. See, doesn't that look like it belongs better than what's in the picture? The picture is just like this tiny little thing up here. I like that. It looks so good. Okay, I'm gonna add a tiny bit, some trim at the bottom, trim right here. And you can see a little bit here. That was a ton of fun to draw. I'm so glad I did a different top because I love the top of the chair. That's like my favorite part now. And it's not even in the picture. I love it. I love how this looks like all together. This is the most random thing, I think. Even though there's a giant peacock in the middle of it. I think this is definitely the most random thing that we got on here. But it works well with all the colors that we got going on, I think. I was also noticing if you tip it like that, it looks really good. Like it doesn't look as squashed over here. And this house, I love this house. I love the colors in this house. I love how it looks. It definitely looks like a bigger house than in the picture. Definitely a little wonky. Also, mine looks updated somehow. The peacock is perfect. I love that he is really crooked right down the middle of the page. I love his little things popping off. Very proud of my chair. Very proud of my house. I'm proud of the peacock, but I've done peacocks before, so I kind of know how to draw a peacock. I'm so happy with this page. I love scrolling and scribbling with you guys. I'm so glad that you all enjoy it also. For those of you who really, really liked my Halloween dark scroll and scribble, I am going to do more of those. Maybe like a late night in the dark scroll and scribble session if you guys want me to. I'm all for dark and creepy when we can. It can be any time of year. You know, Christmas night. Maybe Christmas night I should do a dark scroll and scribble. But I'll have plenty of regular scroll and scribbles in the mix. Hope you enjoyed this one. I thoroughly enjoyed this one. Next week, I have a super special surprise, and I think it's going to be out next week. If it's not out next week, it'll be the video after next week. But I'm going to try my best to get it out for next week, and I can't give you any more details than that, okay? It's a surprise. Really appreciate anyone who gives me a thumbs up. Anyone who hypes my videos, comments, likes, subscribes, all those things help out so, so much. And a big thank you to all my subscribers, whether you just joined today or you've been here from the start. Thank you so much for being here. If you'd like some more scroll and scribble videos, I have a whole playlist. I'll put it right over here. And yeah, I'll see y'all next time.